Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. I want to get into a couple of articles and get into a little discussion on these. Also, too, I'm trying to test out. Not sure if it was even noticeable, but hopefully you do notice the difference. I'm going from, I guess I had about 60 megabytes per second to 400 plus. So hopefully it shows up in the show today. So Ray Dalio says if Bitcoin is really successful, regulators will kill it. And I think this is something interesting because we've shown for the past few months basically how they're trying to kill it. So I think in their mind, once we hit the 50K mark, they really started moving towards what he stated right here. Ray Dalio said regulators would ultimately take control of Bitcoin if the cryptocurrency gains mainstream success. So he states, I think at the end of the day, if it's really successful, they will kill it and they will try to kill it. And I think they will kill it because they have always, or I should say they have ways of killing it, he said. And that's something we've shown as well. And that's where I believe we're going to see that flip of the switch. And I think there might even be, I know I hate to categorize it this way, but multiple switches going off at the same time. From the legacy system over to the digital system, from Bitcoin. Suppose he's right, as we've shown multiple, articles for the past few months. Suppose he's right and they shut down Bitcoin. Where do you think that's going to go? I mean, especially let's keep it US based for a moment. What are the two major assets in the USA that are based on currency, cross-border transactions, etc.? And we have, Ripple and Stellar's XRP, XLM. And I do believe that those currencies are going to be very, very significant. We've shown since 2019 on this channel, those basically connecting to everything financial, period, end of story. So I want to spend a whole lot of time there. This channel, what we're discussing. So I just thought it was very interesting. Ray Dalio kind of saying what we've been saying for quite a few months and showing article after article after article. So I think he's nailing it right there. And I want to thank Apucci1967 for tagging me in that article as well. He may have, tagged it on a different page or whatever, but he's still the same point. So thanks for the tag. I appreciate that. And as always, if I don't already have a show set up and I'm tagged in something, I am definitely going to say thank you and mention you in every show. I appreciate that. So Stellar, this is something that came out a few months ago, 4 months ago to be exact. And I am not sure if we covered it. I know we did, but maybe not the specific article because it was still in my file. And usually if it's in my file, then I haven't discussed it because I have like a video file. And once I do discuss them, I try to delete them out of there because it's unbelievable. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of articles. And I don't typically like to go back, but some things I think are very important because especially if it adds to the credibility of this channel, the research that we've shown, because that's everything. Because if we're right in our research, then you and I both know where we're headed with our assets, as long as we have the, as they say, diamond hands and the patience to wait and see it succeed. So really diving into the article really quick. Stellar is to power Visa's new partnership. XLM begins breakout. And really what I want to highlight in this article is what we've shown, for the past few years in research. So let's just dive right into this little discussion here, where basically Shivani Soroya Tala's CEO named or claimed their main goal is for people to send remittances at a low cost. And again, remittance, the first thought, I think wholesale, I think XRP. Remittance, I think retail, I think Stellar. So boom. And obviously, what I'm connecting to that. And I say that a lot more based on the new investor, because if he thinks Ripple, he's going to find XRP. If he thinks Stellar, he's going to obviously find XLM. So just kind of how a lot of assets are around the exchanges globally. So just making a point with that. But the main goal is for people to send remittances at a low cost. So the Santa Monica-based company has clients in Mexico, Kenya, India, and other countries in the Asian continent. And if you know the APAC region, the Asian Pacific region is 60% of the global population. So believe me, that is not insignificant. That is very significant. So the cooperation with the SDF, Visa, and Circle is Tala's first jump into the crypto space. SDF CEO Danelle Dixon said the following on the cooperation. And this is really all I wanted to highlight in this article, is by working with innovators like Tala Mobile, Visa, Circle, who share our vision that financial inclusion is a right, not a privilege, we can bring the benefits of tech to emerging markets and take a step closer to our mission of equitable access to the global financial system. And again, we've shown over and over and over again the partnerships there, and with MasterCard, etc., whether it's indirect or direct, with MoneyGram, with R3 Corda, the Swift connection, as well as the Zenfin and XRP as well, and those discussions. So just wanted to bring this out because obviously it was in my file. I'm not positive 4 months ago that I discussed it, because normally I delete it, but I think it's very, very significant even today, even though this is a 4-month-old article, because it's very significant, showing again the connection to Visa directly through Stellar. And we already know that Visa connection to Ripple/XRP is when they acquired Earthport, when Earthport was already a partner of Ripple and connects to XRP. So having said that, you can see, again, you can't really turn your head anywhere without finding one or the other. And if you do, you're going to find the opposite. So guys, remember, this is not financial advice. I just really want to get on and, discuss these articles. So much excitement going on. I don't know if you saw the discussions all over Twitter today. It has been exciting. And even on Fox News, they're discussing Ripple and XRP. And even on the discussion today as well on Twitter. And we dove in and we were highlighting a different perspective than what most people were shouting. So I think it's great. We're all out there doing our part, and waiting, or I should say, as we're waiting for this regulatory clarity to come about. And we know at that point our assets are going to take off so unbelievably fast, heads are going to spin, as the old saying goes. And again, remember, this is not financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. But before we go, I want to leave you with a final thought. Not all storms come to disrupt your life. Some come to clear your path. And much love to Surfmeister, our VIP on Patreon, and to each and every one of you. We'll catch you in the next one.